we get what we deserve. And where down we go, oh, 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 where down we go, oh, 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 so where down we go, oh, 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 way down we go.
Right, there we go. Hello people, hello everyone. In today's video, 2 weeks out or less than 2 weeks out, I want to present you what I do in a day, how my routine looks like now. I want to take you with me throughout the day. I hope you'll have fun. To be honest, I don't have any fun now, especially doing as you can see, I have to do now the fasted vacuum posing, vacuum practicing, and after that I will have my posing practice for 30 minutes, and then I will have a video call with Lord, who's gonna help me with my posing and also with my presentation and also the routine and so on. And as you can see, the face is getting thinner and thinner, so that face is installing. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So fun for you, but not for me. Or maybe also for me, who knows. Now it's time for the vacuum posing. I'll do it on the floor. I'm gonna, of course, listen to some music because otherwise it's just a pain. And I'm gonna do this for 10 minutes. So let's begin. Now that the vacuum training is done, it's time to move to the posing training, which is going to be like 15 minutes, up to maybe 20, depending on how I feel, because I'm actually doing this faster, as you can see, and the energy, especially now, is just, well, zero. Now the fasted posing is done. It's time to have a breakfast, first meal of the day. Finally. Like I totally dislike this, but I have to remind me that I have to be able to pose correctly and properly, even when I'm, let's say, not loaded with carbs or not in the right mood, or I don't know. You have to be able to pose in every situation. And moving on to the breakfast. For the breakfast, I'm gonna have this protein oats from Prozis. Fast forward, I have a new kitchen scale from Prozis, which doesn't have any batteries, and it can basically charge you just by moving the wheel, like that. And there you go, you can count your food. Quite simple. The next in line is going to be this protein isolate from Body Attack. Moving on to the next one, which is going to be this one, which in English would be translated to Xylem Husk. It's actually the name of it. It's basically fibers. So for this one, you got to be a bit careful, because if you take 100 grams of this kind of stuff, then you will have 85 grams of fiber. So you won't have any digestion for maybe 2 days. So keep that in mind. And the next one is gonna be the zero syrup from Prozis with banana. This is actually one of the best out of them. I really enjoy this one a lot. I like it. Tastes amazing, especially in the morning with this kind of meal. It's like the cherry on the top of the cake. Now let's begin with the oats. 100. 101. Good. Now moving on to the protein. I will have 50 grams of isolate on top of it. Let's see. 50. Perfect. Now moving on to the fiber, to the extra fiber. I will put only 20 grams. So I'll have 12.5 grams of fiber, which is actually a lot. keep in mind that the oats also have fiber. It's gonna enhance the whole fiber. Now I'm gonna add some water. I'm gonna mix everything, and I'm gonna put it to microwave so it can expand. It can bake, you know. So the goal with the water is that I put this one right after into the microwave, and then I let it to bake, and then it's gonna expand its volume. And then when you have more volume, you'll feel more satiated. Just what you need in a prep. We gotta trick the brain. And there you go. Just look how much it expanded. And as you can see. And taste amazing. Now it's time for the final part, which is gonna be the zero syrup. This time it's gonna be 60 grams of pure joy. Yep. And this is the final product. And as you can see, looks and tastes amazing. This part of the prep. Breakfast in the morning after fasted posing. After fasted vacuum. 40 minutes of training, fasted. It's amazing. Now after the breakfast, I normally tend to drink my tea. Now my cup of tea made. British expression. And I'm gonna use this sweetener for my tea. And I'm using 5 milliliters. Not bad. And then I begin to take my supplements, which will basically be zinc, boron, or moron. No, joking. Tongat Ali. Vitamin C, vitamin D. This one is almost empty. Lion's mane, magnesium, curcumin, omega-3, spirulina, resveratrol, alpha-GPC, iron, and last but not least, the good old ashwagandha. I wouldn't recommend so much from this one, but 5 milliliters should be more than enough in order to sweeten a cup of tea like this one. Right, breakfast in, supplements in, cup of tea in. Now it's time to go with the dog to make some steps. And normally I tend to make the 5,000 steps easy with the dog. So it's my natural step tracker if you want. Hop! Ooh! 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 Say it, girl! Right, now that we are out and about, it's time to discuss a bit about the prep so far and how it was. It was good so far. I'm still lagging, I would say, especially the hamstrings and the glutes, and not where they should be, but they are getting there for sure. Especially, keep in mind I have 5 contests this year planned. So the first one is going to be this one in the UK, and the next one is going to be the one in Romania, my home country. Then I have again 2, one in Hungary, in Budapest, and the next one is going to be the European Championship in Slovakia. And then the last one is going to be in November, which is going to be the WNBF Germany. So my focus is going to be for the European Championship, which is going to be in 1.5 months. And that's going to be the main event. Let's say the main contest, where I want to peak at 100%. So whatever it takes, I'm going to make sure I'm going to bring that to the stage. And yeah, I'm thrilled to see how it's going to be. Good. Now that we are back, it's time for meal prepping, which today is not going to be that much. It's going to be 300 grams of chicken after being cooked, after being fried. 300 grams potatoes, spicy potatoes from Spicy Wages from Metro. By the way, I recommend you, if you can manage to get a license for Metro, do it. You have one of the best varieties in terms of food and so on. All you have to do, I don't know in other countries, but I think it's the same, or let's say similar. You need to have a small business, so you can register the business for Metro, because they normally give licenses, or they always give licenses only to people who own a business. And in my case, I did this with my coaching company, my coaching business, if you want, and I got a license. And I can tell you it's totally worth it. And after that, the last one is gonna be this 5 calories noodles, and combined with tuna and some pickles, by the way, these ones. Now it's still good. I'm not having a big week now, so I can still enjoy these pickles. because they have 1.20 grams of salt, which is quite a lot, but they have 14 calories, so it's almost nothing. It's actually better than some veggies if you want, and they taste amazing. All right, now it's time to begin with the potatoes, with the wedges, and I'm gonna put a bit more because I also have to cook for my girlfriend. Also in the prep, it's much easier, especially if you have a relationship and so on. It's very important if your partner has, let's say, a similar diet to you, because it makes the whole prep thing much easier in terms of managing the food and so on, cravings. Because if your partner is eating like pizza every 2-3 days or every day, and you are prepping, eating almost nothing, it's gonna be pretty hard. So yeah.
Ooh, sweet.
Looks good, huh?
Yeah.
She happy. You know how they say, happy wife, happy life. But don't worry, after that she has to do my hair to see how the hair braids look like on my hair. I wanted to wear them on stage. I want to see the full potential of my long hair. Right, people, now it's time for the posing call. I don't know if you can see Lord. He's here on the phone. There's the camera. Here's the Lord. It's time for some posing. And I did some mobility before, and now it's time for the actual posing.
Yeah, but before, I'd like to go over all your mandatory poses once again, just to see whether you did your homework. I mean,
Yeah.
well, pretty much from the pictures you sent me looked really solid.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go over it again.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so quick rundown through your mandatories.
Yeah.
Front relax. I will count them down, and you will just do the full.
Mm-hmm.
Lower your elbows a little bit. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep tension at 1, 5, 6, 7. One and done to the right. So do that once again. From the left. Okay, that's better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's bad. Look, when I'm doing it from the side,
Mm-hmm.
next first, my double bicep looks like this.
Yeah.
Leaning forward, because you always remember the judges are down there.
Yeah.
Okay? So we pose to the judges. Yeah? Bring the elbows forward and in.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had them pretty straight. Forward and in. Okay? Make your arms look bigger.
Back to the drawing board.
Yeah. Okay, that was better. And arms. Okay. Wait a second. I am going to send you a picture. I will show you something.
All right, people. Posing is done. This was one hell of a session with Lord. Gotta thank him for that. And now it's time for the workout. Today is gonna be a light one, only pump training and working on my weaknesses. And the pre-workout is gonna begin, by the way, with beta-alanine, which I'm gonna have 2 scoops, so 6 grams of beta-alanine. Moving on to the L-citrulline, malat. I'm gonna have 3 scoops of this. I'm not taking any caffeine more now. No need for that, especially because it's late at night and it's gonna be a late night training. And I want to, let's say, to create a better coffee intolerance, because right now I can drink 4-5 monsters and I don't feel anything, which is not the goal, if you ask me. Right, really good. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna have any grams of salt left because I took them at the meals, and it's gonna be only this pre-workout with rhodiola rosea, L-arginine, L-taurine, and L-tyrosine. So let's begin with rhodiola rosea. I'm gonna take 1 pill just for the stress in general, and also before working out. for the fatigue and so on. L-arginine, also for pump. 8 pills, which will be 5,000. No, fuck off. My prep brain is really getting on me. And just like that, 8 pills at once. 3 pills of taurine, which is going to be 3,000 milligrams. And L-tyrosine, 3 pills. I wanted to look badass. Happens sometimes, you don't make it. Locked and loaded, time for the training.
Quarters in session, a verdict is in. No appeal on the docket.
Alright, now that I'm warmed up, it's time for the training. I'm gonna begin with the hip thrust firstly. 3 sets, 15 and 20 reps. It's gonna be fun.
Made of steel, screams fill the room.
So basically after finishing my legs with those hip thrusts and so on, now it's time to finish them again.
My breath, the only motion around. Demons cluttering around. My face showing.
Next one on the line, calf raises, have a leg press. I'm gonna focus as much as I can on the stretch part of the movement. There we go.
Here there is no penance. My skin begins to burn.
Incline cable flies. Let's get it. Time for straight lat pull down. Last for upper body now, and then at the end I want to pump the arms a bit. 2 exercises, one for the bicep, one for the tricep. Gonna keep it simple, some dumbbell curls and trip. As you can see, the prep brain is really getting its toll on me. But right now, moving on with a reverse butterfly. You know, they say bodybuilding is an art. Yeah, well, my philosophy is, in order to make this an art, you have to be the painter. You know, if you have a coach and you have someone who's going to tell you how to train, what to eat, how to pick, what to do every time, then you will be the canvas. You won't be the painter anymore.
Should have been down on a Sunday morning, banging my head. No time for mourning, ain't got no time.
And now, training is over. Finally. Thank God. Now I will do half an hour of Stairmaster. Don't worry, nobody hurt me. I'm just trying to get that condition a bit more closer to what I want. So therefore, I have to work a bit more. Let's go. Well, you can see, it's time for the Stairmaster. Normally when I do the Stairmaster, I listen to something motivational. I know, it's cliche, or something like that. But it helps when I do it. Currently, I listen to Anthony Joshua, and it's one of the best things ever to listen, especially when the training is hard. He used to say some lines very, very interesting for any up-and-coming boxer, and not only. You can take the knowledge and the lines, and you can apply them to any other sport. It doesn't have to be only boxing. I used to do boxing before, and you can apply the same motivation, discipline, to any other sport, but there are some lines which will really stay for a long time, you know, in your head if you listen to Anthony Joshua.
Never let success get to your head, and never let your failures get to your heart. It's all about keeping a balance and moving forward, and that's the mindset that I have to keep.
Without no struggle, there's no progress. So we'll be grinding, working to improve.
Why I like to feel comfortable is because I already know whatever happens, I'm going to come back to the gym in a few days and get back on my grind. And if I didn't want to be here, no one's forcing me. Let me just enjoy what I'm doing and have fun with it.
Be very wary of your surroundings. Try and stay around focused people, and always ask questions of support, because you never know the inspiration or guidance you need to keep you on track. It could be, right through the next door. So always ask for help and support, because it's easy to find people who want to help and keep you on track.
There is no hard part about being a professional boxer. It's a blessing. And if I wasn't a professional boxer, it'd be a blessing as well. As I said, wealth comes in character. It's not about status.
Perfect. Now that we are finally back home, it's time for the last meal. It's just gonna be this one here. You can see it. The 5-calorie noodles with some tuna and some condiments, but just the green ones, nothing else. I'm tired. Beyond tired, especially after the half an hour Stairmaster, but it had to be done, and I took it as a challenge. Sometimes I give myself challenges just to prepare myself mentally for things which will really be challenging next week. With that being said, thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions of what I should be filming next time, I'll do that. Leave that in the comments. And the roll goes on. I'm currently at 10 days out from the first show. And yeah, I feel ready for the first one. I feel quite good so far. And it's only gonna get better this season. The season has just started. It's just the beginning. Alright. I was Andre. I wish you a good day, evening. Buenos dias. What else do I know? Buenos noche. Hopefully I got that right. Okay, I'm gonna stop here because the prep brain is getting its toll on me again. That was pretty much it. Have a good one and see you in the next one. Peace out. True out.